it's Lauren Perreault from RE/MAX with your weekly home update for the Portland metro area with data through the week ending September 8th, including Vancouver, Washington, as always. The Portland metro real estate market saw a record number of price reductions this week, while mortgage rates remained at their lowest level in about a year. Let's dive into the most recent stats and trends to see what is going on, and 5.5% over the previous year. There were no major surprises in the supply numbers. The inventory of homes for buyers to choose from is increasing, which is to be expected at this time of year. There was also a significant increase in the number of homes that entered the for sale market, but this figure is still far lower than what we saw last year at this time. What was a surprise was the record-setting number of price reductions we saw this last week. It was the highest number we had seen in over a year. The same was true for price cuts of more than $115,000, which are a little more significant in their magnitude. This looks like a combination of a couple of things, probably a bit of seller fatigue and folks trying to get their homes sold before winter sets in. There's not a lot of showings once it starts raining. Between you and me, though, I think that winter is a great time to sell. When the competition leaves the market, people must continue to buy. They get job transfers or they had a new baby, they need a bigger house. December is usually one of the months with the lowest inventory in months. Low inventory in months indicates a seller advantage. High inventory in months means a buyer advantage. So during the winter, it may become more advantageous for sellers. Demand is a little perplexing right now. The number of purchase agreements written by buyers and accepted by sellers is declining, but it remains higher than last year at this time, probably because of the good interest rates. It's about 8.9%, which is a smaller margin than I would expect given the much lower interest rates we have seen this year. I think that the postponing effect of the presidential election is at least partly to blame for this, and I think we can also see that with our number of lockbox opens. I finally received those numbers after about a month of them not releasing any numbers. It's very frustrating. Lockbox opens, of course, are one of our best indicators of high-intent buyers looking at homes with their agents, and the numbers are just shy of 5% lower than last year. Again, I believe this is part of the delaying effect of the upcoming presidential election. Mortgage rates have remained at the lowest level seen in about a year. The best rate that I could find advertised for the 30-year fixed was 5.625%, and that's pretty much where we were at the end of last year. After a couple of pretty moderate jobs and inflation reports that came out this week, yield on the 10-year Treasury is staying relatively flat, indicating that there won't be much immediate change in mortgage rates. Anything significant changes, I'll post it on my website as always. Looking forward into next week, the big event that we'll be watching is the Fed's meeting on Tuesday and Wednesday. That's September 17th and 18th. The market is overwhelmingly expecting to see a cut in the Fed funds rate at the end of the meeting, but most of the analysts are split on whether it's going to be a quarter-point cut or a half-point cut, and they're pretty good arguments for both scenarios. My suspicion is it will probably be just a quarter-point cut, and that's based on the Fed's recent track record of being very careful with their decisions and their movements. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to call me at 503-683-1885 or send an email to lauren@pdxhomesforsale.com. Subscribe to our newsletter and/or our YouTube channel, and make sure that you don't miss any of these updates. And please feel free to share the video with anyone who may be worried about the real estate market. Have a great week, and I'll see you right here next week.